This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 1544. Should you buy a fixer-upper? Tips on taking the big step by Kalen Bruce of MoneyMiniBlog.com. And I'm your host and personal finance enthusiast, Diana Merriam. This is a show where I read to you from the best personal finance blogs on the web, with the author's permission, of course. This show is actually one of 6 shows in our network covering different topics like personal development, health, and relationships. So if you like narration-style podcasts, be sure to search for Optimal Living Daily wherever you're hearing this and check out our other shows. But since you're here, let's hear today's post and start optimizing your life. Should you buy a fixer-upper? Tips on taking the big step by Kalen Bruce of MoneyMiniBlog.com. Purchasing a home is a tenet of the American dream. That's evident by the United States construction market, which is the second largest in the world and encompasses a 10% market share. However, not everyone can afford to construct a brand new house, especially millennials, who are loaded with student debt. That's why fixer-upper homes are becoming popular, with some major help from reality property flipping TV shows. Before you leap into a fixer-upper home commitment, however, it's important to realize that it's not as easy as it looks on TV. Taking on an expansive home remodeling project requires thorough research, a quality inspection, and professional advice if you don't want to end up in a financial mess. What is a fixer-upper home? For many years, the pervasive trend has been to buy a house that's listed below market value because it's in need of significant repair or enhancement. Homes like this can be improved with renovations and repairs that greatly increase their market value, helping the owner establish themselves in the real estate market. Although you can end up saving quite a bit when you buy a fixer-upper instead of a turnkey new build, renovating a fixer-upper often requires more money than you might think. You'll want to make sure you buy a house with renovation needs that you can actually afford and plan to spend more than you initially anticipate. What are you looking for in a home? Before you shop for a house, ask yourself what's really important. Are you simply looking to save money, or do you care about the neighborhood and its surrounding amenities? Think about whether or not you have a desire to personalize the home and how much that might cost you. Some people buy fixer-upper homes simply because they enjoy taking on a large project. Others buy them without realizing the amount of work they're getting themselves into. What are your financial resources and restraints? While it's possible to fix up a low-value home and earn a return on your investment, it's also a pricey process. The most expensive types of renovations are generally structural, which is why an inspector is so important. You may not have enough in your budget to repair a surprise cracked foundation or remove hidden asbestos. Figure out how much you're willing to put into repairing a house and then select one that will have the highest return on investment. It's also important that you understand which projects you can do yourself and save money versus which projects are better left to a professional, which could save you from costly mistakes. If you qualify, check for government subsidized programs in your area that help consumers purchase fixer-upper houses. Will you earn back the money you spend? Like the stock market, the real estate market can help you earn money. In fact, real estate has outpaced the stock market by 2-to-1 since the year 2000. If you're entering the real estate game with a fixer-upper, research which home improvements will give you the largest return on investment. Home value is generally broken into these percentages. Finished attics or basement, 10 to 15%. Kitchens, 10 to 15%. Full bathrooms, 10 to 15%. Half bathrooms, 5%. When planning renovations, estimate each room's current value based on these percentages and your home's total value. A good rule of thumb is to avoid spending more than this amount on that room's renovation in order to avoid loss. Which renovations earn back the most money? These common renovations can significantly increase your home's value. Number 1, minor bathroom remodel. With an average ROI of 102%, minor bathroom renovations can earn you big bucks, and it doesn't even have to take that much work. Adding a simple fresh look like replacing a shower head with a rain shower or updating lighting may attract buyers and increase home value. Number 2, landscaping. Upgrading the front and backyards of a home can bring in 100% ROI. A huge landscaping project isn't necessary to achieve an attractive outdoor setting. Simple landscaping designs that incorporate clean and trimmed lines add curb appeal. Number 3, minor kitchen remodel. Similar to the bathroom, the kitchen doesn't need to be gutted to add to your home's value. A minor kitchen remodel that includes appliance upgrades, refinished cabinets, and new hardware can create a 98.5% ROI. Number 4, garage door installation. It may seem too simple, but installing a new garage door really adds to your home's value. Even a discounted door can help you make a profit. This project has an average ROI of about 98.3%. Number 5, entry door replacement. First impressions matter, so install a solid and attractive steel entry door for an ROI of about 91.3%. Number 6, major bathroom remodel. If you're set on bigger results in the bathroom, a major bathroom remodel still has great ROI, about 93.2%. To maximize your ROI, base the bathroom design on universal design, meaning it's accessible and attractive to people of all ages and abilities. Stick with natural colors, updated and attractive features, and lots of lighting. Number 7, major kitchen remodel. A major kitchen renovation means starting fresh with everything. The best step you can take in this area is to remove walls that block it off from other areas of the house. This creates an open space and allows the kitchen to serve as a family home base. Houses with an open kitchen generally have greater value. Expect an ROI around 91% for a full kitchen remodel. Number 8, deck, patio, or porch addition. Beyond the landscape, adding a deck, patio, or porch to your home's outdoor area contributes to its attractiveness and offers outdoor living space. For best results, install a clearly defined patio that's easily accessible and easy to care for. Additions like a fire pit, outdoor kitchen, flagstone pavers, and sliding door access to the home are great ideas too. Which renovations should you avoid? When shopping for a fixer-upper and planning your budget, there are some projects that should probably be avoided because they can become cost prohibitive. As you shop the market, look for houses that won't require siding, foundation, deck, or septic work. Mold or asbestos removal can be quite expensive too. Though a little less expensive, electrical, water tank, and HVAC renovation can quickly become pricey endeavors. When it comes to ROI, some projects are worth it while others won't give you much return. If you want to earn money with a fixer-upper, it's best to avoid anything upscale, like a grand entranceway or expensive bathroom and kitchen fixtures. Stick with universal design, simplicity, and accessibility for the best ROIs. Still think a fixer-upper is for you? There's a lot to learn before you go out and buy your first fixer-upper home, so avoid making decisions on a whim. Look at many houses and compare their total revamp costs before choosing one. The good news is that the remodeling industry is expected to grow by 2% per year until at least 2025. It really is a great time to enter the real estate market, and you can enjoy the benefits of a fixer-upper home if you take the right steps along the way. You just listened to the post titled, "Should You Buy a Fixer-Upper? Tips on Taking the Big Step" by Kalen Bruce of MoneyMiniBlog.com. There are hundreds of companies out there claiming to compare auto and home insurance rates, but there's only one who actually does it. Get a better insurance with Gabi, and I know it because I've done it. Gabi is the one true comparison platform with fast, verifiable quotes, not ballpark guesses. It's free and they only show policies that are the same or better than your current coverage, many of them at a lower price. The site is really easy to navigate, just a few questions that are a breeze to answer. I also like that I could enter in my login information for my current insurance provider so that Gabi could review my current coverage and make sure I'm getting the same coverage at a lower price. I was quoted 8 options that are cheaper than what I'm paying now with the best deal right at the top. Gabi customers saved $961 per year on average. Put your policy to the test like I did. Get a better insurance with Gabi. It's totally free to check and there's no obligation. Go to gabi.com/OFD. That's GABI.com/OFD. Gabi.com/OFD. I thought this article had some good points to consider when buying a fixer-upper, though I do think the assessment is slightly different for a house you plan to buy and live in versus one that you want to flip and sell or keep as a rental. I noticed this article didn't comment much on the location of the house. Fixing a house in a neighborhood where all the other houses are in need of upgrades may not lead to a good return on your investment, at least in the short run. But fixing a house in a desirable neighborhood could end up being a better value. And I have heard that one good rule of thumb when it comes to fixer-uppers is that you should spend approximately 20 to 25% less than what a property in good condition in the area would cost. In the crazy real estate market today where inventory is low and people are overpaying for real estate, that might be tough. If the house will need more than cosmetic repairs, so like substantial repairs to the roof, electrical system, or HVAC system, keep in mind that there are loan programs that allow for major repairs, such as an FHA 203K rehab loan, or one from Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. I actually bought my house from a real estate investor who got in over her head on a fixer-upper. She bought my house with the intention of fixing it up and then keeping it as a rental. However, she was managing this from out of state and had a number of contractors who did poor work, which proved to be very costly for her because she needed to start over. She got in so over her head that it didn't make financial sense to keep it as a rental, and I suspect she ended up taking a loss when she sold it to me. While buying a fixer-upper can be very rewarding, from my perspective, it's not for the faint of heart. That should do it for another edition of Optimal Finance Daily. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the Wednesday show tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.